Hello everybody, my name is Andreea Boca, I'm a dermatologist, I come from Romania and my focus is aesthetics. Today I want to talk to you about Sunekos, a range of products that I fell in love with a number of years ago and you're gonna love it. Why? Well, number one, it is super universal. It fits for all your patients, and when I mean all your patients, I really mean all your patients that are coming for aesthetic purposes. Number two, it is incredibly efficient and unbelievably safe. So I think with this we've got it covered, right? Let's go down into the product. See, many times when we wake up in the morning we think, why do we do what we do? To create beauty, right? But what is beauty? We think about the perfect volumes of the face, big lips like this, small lips, big cheeks, rhinomodulation, I don't know. We think about standardization. Is it possible? Look here, everybody's beautiful. And nowadays we know that science also proves that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So knowing this, then what is really universal? Because I promised you a universal product, right? This is beautiful. She's my daughter, I hope you agree she's beautiful. Actually, if we all look at kids and we think about youth, what is youth? The skin's youth. And of course we need to add on volumes, we need to reshape sometimes the face, but that is sometimes depending on the case. But what we always need to focus is the biggest organ of the human body, and that is the skin. Definitely, if we think about it nowadays, from very young generations, they already have preventive thoughts. So they already start thinking that, well, I want to age well. And when I think about I want to age well, I think about what I see in the mirror. And the first thing that I see in the mirror is my skin. And then I think about the loss of volumes and everything else that's coming along with it. But my skin, it's always there. And well, this is expectations, right? What is this? This is Photoshop. And why do we put filters? Why do we put nowadays filters on our pictures? Because we want the skin to look perfect. So this is the most universal approach, and this is why I think you're going to totally be interested in what we're going to talk about today. But you're going to tell me, I already have in my practice many products focusing on the skin's quality. What do they do? Let's think about them. You give me collagen stimulators, lasers, ablation, right? Even microneedling from the old times till today, all of these procedures, what is their main focus? They create inflammation. And because of inflammation stresses the fibroblasts, so then we get collagen production. Is this sustainable over many years? Because my patients from today, I want them to be with me in 10 years, right? We want them to stay with us, we want chronic patients. Well, think about something. We age through chronoaging, photoaging, and also inflammaging, a very up-to-date topic. Nowadays we know that if we just focus on inflammation, this low grade of constant inflammation is aging our skin. We have inflammatory cytokines coming along with our procedures. It's not just pure stimulation, nice stimulation to the fibroblast. No, it's a stress to the fibroblast. So as we age, a big number of those fibroblasts, they die. So the same thing that was managing to get me good results in my 30s when I was stressing my skin will not give me the same results in the same patient when he's going to be 50, 60, because I've stressed the skin too much. So we need to start thinking about long-term consequences of our procedures from today. So of course we're going to keep on doing what you're doing, and you already get good results with collagen stimulators, for example, but keep in your mind at the same time you need to start being anti-inflammatory. We need to start being regenerative, physiological. We need this healthy approach for our skin, something that can be supported over the years, because deep down in the extracellular matrix, as we age we lose homeostasis. And it is not just collagen type 1 and collagen type 3, because this the industry always told you about. Why? Because this is what you get through inflammation. We get collagen type 1, collagen type 3 stimulation. But 28 types of collagen we have in our skin. Now they're talking about more and more. But we have to look deeper. Look, collagen type 4, collagen type 7. What do? They anchor the fibers, they pull out. They help us have a real lifting effect in our skin. So stop looking at the same thing you've always been looking, collagen type 1 and collagen type 3. I think that there is much more deep down in the extracellular matrix that you need to regenerate. And let's look at this. These are cases that you can get with this short, focused, super safe range of products. Look at the forehead before and after. Zero risk of ischemia, zero risk of nodules, of granulomas, pure physiological mechanism that you can keep on doing for many, many years for all of your patients. Look at this periocular area, not just in terms of skin quality as texture, but also in terms of pigmentation. Many of us, we're just tired. All of us, I think, we work too much. So we have dark circles that we really need to approach. Look, static impact, dynamic impact, and even if we analyze it with the Visia, because sometimes you think, I don't believe in pictures anymore. Then let's believe in the Visia because this is purely objective. Look down here at all this marionette area. Look at numbers, clear, standardized, very objective improvement of the skin quality with an indirect, it's hard to call it lifting effect, but it is the fact that when the skin is healthier, it is more dense, it has an indirect lifting effect. This is the truth. And it works also for young people which start to age where? In their periocular area. Why? Because the skin is so thin. And many products, we know we cannot even approach that area with them in a safe way. With this one, totally all the way up to the periocular area in the safest way possible. But what about scars? Look, before and after. So, before and after. Look at the same area. With the same product, you can remodel the skin, you can make a healthy skin, and you can approach scars. Yeah, look at it. And it doesn't stop there. Neck. Look at the body. We don't have to forget about the body. And yeah, what about the stretch marks? Many of our patients lost hope. They don't believe in the treatment of stretch marks anymore. Yet, look, clear, cut, proof. Look at it here and look how deep it was before. And not only the red stretch marks, because we know that's an easier topic. The white stretch marks, the old ones, still there is a lot of hope for them. And what about cellulite? 85% of women have it, right? There you go. With the same concept, with the same range of products? Absolutely. Because it all goes down to the extracellular matrix and to the health of our skin. Because when we lose homeostasis, we start to age and we start having a big number of dysfunctions in the skin. So for health, not just for beauty, all of them combined. Super universal, super efficient, super safe. Where is it coming from? It's coming from Italy, from a very nice company called Professional Dietetics, whose main focus are amino acids. And amino acids, they're really something fundamental in our skin. And you will tell me, but many products contain amino acids. Yeah, well, this company, their focus is amino acids for serious health impairment, for rare metabolic diseases, for wound healing. So they're really world leaders on amino acids. And with the same technology that they used, which is called the platform, to discover which is the best code, the best sequence of amino acids for patients with sarcopenia, they use the same one to discover which is the best sequence, not any amino acids, not a big or a small number, but the exact sequence of amino acids to have it working on your skin's health. And this is it. It is called HY from hyaluronic acid and 6AA, the 6 amino acids. They discovered it, they patented it, they won a big number of awards for it. And now we have the unique formula that is mostly adaptable and mostly suitable for all these concerns of our skin. Now, what do we have inside the product? Oh, only hyaluronic acid, non-cross-linked by the way, and amino acids. As simple as that, and that is all that you need. Let's look at why. I mean, many other ones have hyaluronic acid inside. What is special about it? Some products have a big combination of many types of hyaluronic acid, but let's look down at hyaluronic acid. When we talk about AJ, we think cross-linked or non-cross-linked. Okay, non-cross-linked. But that's not all we need to know about AJ. It is very important if we have high molecular weight, well, then we have a product which gives us an antioxidant activity. What about if we have low weight? Now, only low weight hyaluronic acid is able to come and click and stimulate directly the receptor of the fibroblast. High weight doesn't do it. High weight is antifibrotic, anti-inflammatory, very nice antioxidant, but has a different paper. And if we get all this stimuli to the fibroblast, you just confuse it. So you need to decide at one point what you need your fibroblast to do and what you want the AJ in the skin to do. This is why all these big combinations are not the key to success. We need to be very specific and have very focused approach. It is the same with the amino acids. Think about it. What amino acids I put? Oh, well, the more the better. No, not really. The exact ones that we need in order to produce these specific types of collagen. And this is it. Oh, those are ones, okay, we'll put more of that. You know, more is not better. Because with the same amino acids, if we put less of them, it's not enough. If we put more of them, they compete for the same soluble carriers and they will not allow the protein synthesis to be complete and correct. This is why exact quantity, not more, not less. The same is true for hyaluronic acid. What if we put just more low-weight hyaluronic acid? That is pro-inflammatory. So instead of letting your amino acids have their very important anti-inflammatory paper, you're going to impair it because you will have too much AJ. So it is not about any quantity or higher quantity, it is about being very specific and very precise. And this is the unicity of the Sunekos, and this is data to prove it. Now, look, compared to any other mixture with just amino acids, look at the collagen production, how it is much higher. And it's not just higher production of collagen, it is specific production of type 4 and type 7 collagens, which give you this tightening and pulling up effect for your skin. Then look about elastin. No, even sunburn gives us a big elastin production and then elastosis. What Sunekos does, it is the one product that will give you a huge amount of continuous production of elastin that will be there to stay in your skin, and this is a big difference. Superficial to deep hydration, it will be all over. But why? What do we get so much out of something that looks so simple? Look at the unicity of the product. It even impairs your own endogenous hyaluronidase to degrade the AJ. Amino acids give protection. This specific formula of amino acids gives protection to the hyaluronic acid and allows it to keep having a stimulating effect on the fibroblast. This is why we managed to produce so much collagen, so much elastin, and such different production, because it is a total physiological activity that we are getting. Remember, this is not through inflammation. This is not in the way you were supposed to get it before. This is a totally different concept. This is really mind shifting. Now let's take a look at it from the superficial wrinkles down to the erythema, dyschromia, everything that has to do with skin texture. Why everything? Because you recreate homeostasis in your extracellular matrix, which was lost through chronoaging, photoaging, and remember, through inflammaging. This is very important as well. Now let's take a closer look at the products themselves. We have for the face two big directions to go. One is the Sunekos 1200, because as we get a lot of sun exposure out there, and you get a lot of it here, you will need to find those free radicals in your skin, so you will need high molecular weight hyaluronic acid, and this is what we have Sunekos 1200 for. In your first session, you want to have a big antioxidant activity, a big booster in your skin. So you will be mixing the amino acids with the high weight hyaluronic acid inside. Each one has 1.5 ml. You're going to have 3 mLs working for you. At the same time, you will need to stimulate the receptor of the fibroblast, right? To have those amino acids activity all together in synergy with the direct activity of the low weight hyaluronic acid, and this will be inside your Performa, Sunekos Performa. And in here you have the amino acids already mixed with the low weight hyaluronic acid, 3.5 mLs in each of these 2 vials, either for 2 sessions or for 2 different areas like face and neck, or face and décolleté, or face and hands. Don't forget about those. So Sunekos 1200 and Performa working in synergy like this. In the first session you put them together, different planes, but in the same session, because they will help you repair, get rid of those collagen fibers which cannot be restored. And then from the second on, you only keep on going with your Sunekos Performa. Why? To rebuild, to regain that homeostasis through non-specific collagen type 1 and type 3, no, collagen type 4, collagen type 7, fibronectin, elastin, physiological and supported production. Then you will be maintaining those again with Sunekos Performa, because you need the low weight hyaluronic acid to keep doing this. Only on the first session you need that boosted antioxidant activity. For the exact injection techniques, please follow the video that we have on YouTube, because, well, Sunekos 1200 with a cannula in specific areas, Sunekos Performa on the face, you can focus medial and lower third, or medial and upper third or periocular area, or neck, décolleté, hands. There's a big potential for all these areas. So keep it in mind. Super safe, super efficient, extremely universal for all your patients who want aesthetic improvement in their skin and health at the very same time. With the exact technology that we had for the Sunekos Performa, for the body we have Sunekos Body. Unique mixture of the low weight hyaluronic acid to stimulate the receptor of the fibroblast and the unique mixture of the amino acids, we will give to the body's skin the same production of collagen type 4, type 7, fibronectin, elastin. What will result in? Well, first of all, big improvement in the skin texture and skin laxity of specific areas. I'm just going to show you some. The hands, for example, but think about it anywhere above the knees, inner thighs. What about the belly? All of those patients which lost weight or which went through a pregnancy, there is a big demand for the body approach as well, and this is extremely important. We need to understand that many of our patients come with concerns for the face, but talk to them about the body because they do not think that you can improve the skin in the exact same way. How will you do it? Well, I'm going to show you the product in just a second. We have in here 10 ml of the low-weight hyaluronic acid that you shall be mixing with a powder with the amino acids. When you have done this, you already have 10 ml to be working on. Any area of the body, but also think about stretch marks. Many of them stop believing in the treatment of stretch marks because many patients already tried, they tried creams, they tried different approaches, different devices, and they haven't seen big improvement. Now just take a look at this before and after with simple, super safe injections. You will be repeating the protocol every 3 weeks, and this is what you can expect and what you can promise to your patients. Look before and look at the after. Not only stretch marks, because we know that red stria, that's quite easy to go. No, old white stria as well, big improvement for your patients. And it doesn't stop there. Atrophic scars also get improved with this treatment. Super simple, super safe, super efficient injections. What do 85% of your female patients have? They have cellulite, and they all dislike it. Now, what our patients do not know is that this big market is thinking that we can really cure it. And what we know is that cellulite is a chronic inflammatory parapathology that is very common and has many factors included, many causes, many exacerbating factors. And we know one thing for sure: you can never really get rid of cellulite. Then let's give it up. No, let's not give it up. Then let's aesthetically improve it. This is what we can give to our patients. This is the fair thing we can give to them. And then what do you need to choose? You need to choose a product that will give you efficacy on the long run, because no matter what treatment you do today, it will not get rid of cellulite. It will just improve it for the duration. So that is very important. So with cellulite, you need to look deep in a medical way at cellulite. And we need to remember that cellulite is an issue of unresolved extracellular matrix dysfunction, vessels dysfunction, lymph drainage, circulatory problems, and inflammation, constant inflammation being there. And this is the way to approach cellulite, not by dissecting those collagen fibers, not by being aggressive in a very inflammatory way, because this is not efficient over time. Why? Because then it all comes back, because you haven't solved any of the causes. This is why we have to shift our mind in the approach of cellulite. And this is what we have Sunekos Cell for. Now, why is it different than the other Sunekos products? Because in addition to the low-weight hyaluronic acid, which of course is inside, to the amino acids that of course they're inside, and all of this you find them mixed in these 10 ml, you have something more. A 5 ml mixture of carbonate and bicarbonate. Carbonate and bicarbonate, what is that for? Well, that is extremely important, because in cellulite we have an acid pH, and that comes hand in hand with the inflammation, right? We know it. So it is very important to approach that as well. So with cellulite, the more of the factors you can approach in a very physiological way, the more you manage to get long, sustainable results, and you can repeat it for your patients. And let's take a look. We have many ways to grade it, to stage cellulite. I think this is my favorite one because it allows me to understand in each stage what is happening. And it allows me to understand that Sunekos Cell will help me all through the way. Of course, the sooner we start, the better it is. It is a bit like with Botox. You have to start preventive as early as you can so that you get long, sustainable results. And you need, of course, to repeat the treatment. Nothing that you do in cellulite will last forever, and we have to keep this in mind. And we know it. Our patients don't. So share this with your patients. Always, we need to understand that in cellulite, though it looks basic for us, we need to educate our patients in terms of expectations. Because if not, disappointment is always there. So let's take a look. So let's take them one by one. First of all, blood flow dysfunctions and lymph drainage dysfunctions, what does Sunekos do for you? It improves the blood flow to the tissues, and this is vital in cellulite. And this of course helps you further on, even with the fluid retention. Let's move over. Oxidative stress, do we get help from Sunekos? Yes, we do. What about the decrease of pH? Extremely important. We have the carbonate and bicarbonate specifically for that. It will create a neutral pH. Very important point on the inflammation as well. Do we have a direct anti-inflammatory action of Sunekos? Of course. Why? The key amino acids inside. What about the ECM? You help regain homeostasis. What about fibrosis? How does Sunekos help with fibrosis? Do you remember I told you about collagen type 7, that Sunekos has the ability, the amino acids inside, to create very specific type of collagen called collagen type 7? That helps recreate the parallel architecture of the collagen fibers. So that is why we have this big help with the fibrosis as well. Of course, with sclerosis, we know sclerosis is irreversible. This is why we have to start as early as possible to avoid the patient from going into a phase 4. But what about if the patient comes late? Do we still get some help? We cannot reverse sclerosis, but we can help with everything else, even in the late stages. But the key is to choose those patients and to convince the patients to come early, to come in the same way we tell them for aesthetics of the face, to come for prevention, not only late for cure. More details regarding the injection technique, we're gonna have a video for you on YouTube. You need to check it out. It's simple and efficient. And these are the results you can expect. And keep in mind, this is a treatment that you can keep on doing for as many sessions as your patient needs, but you're already gonna be seeing results from the very first session. Average number of sessions, 3 sessions. But the big thing is that with the time we can keep on repeating, because cellulite will never totally disappear. And of course, hand in hand, well, diet changes, lifestyle changes, everything is important. But this is something that is working in a medical, very physiological way to fight cellulite. This is not just some aesthetic approach. With this, I thank you, and well, whatever questions you know where to reach me, and there's a lot of science in the back, a lot of publications. Just check them out. This is really a scientific product. Thank you.